Very disappointed obviously in the outcome of the ball game Saturday. More disappointed in the fact that we played uninspired. We never gave ourselves a chance, never gave our fans a chance to get in the game, to be a part of it. Never gave ourselves a chance to play off of the momentum that we've had each of the last few weeks as we came in. So that was what was more disappointing than any. To watch our performance, we got beat. We got beat by a team that wanted it more. We got beat by a team that had their back against the wall, and by a team that was forced to come out fighting. We played like that we had arrived. We played like we had been on a 2-week pat on the back session of that we've got it. We've got this thing figured out. That was the way we played. During the course of the week, I didn't see it coming, and I've got a great pulse on this football team. I thought we have had better practices each of the last few weeks, but nothing that led to the fact of coming out and playing and performing uninspired. Nothing. Not especially when you're a football team that still has essentially you still can talk about implications of playing for a conference championship, for at least sharing your division side of the conference. All that was at stake, and so nothing led to me to even remotely think that was even part of the equation. But I feel like that we once it started rolling the wrong way for us, it got bigger and bigger, and we couldn't stop it. And we were very uncharacteristic of what we've been and who we've been about all year long. Saturday, we haven't played that way all year. In anything we've done, we've never played that way this year, and that's what surprises me, surprises our entire team, and was just our response. Our response was not what this program's about. We did not play to our standard, which is best, and when that happens in this league, you don't win. And we didn't deserve to win, and so even as poorly as we started, we go 3 and out, then we give them 2 plays, score, get the ball right back, and we get some things positive going for us, and we just have ran the play all year long, and for whatever reason, we did not execute our protection scheme, and we let Ben get hit in the back on a corner cat blitz that caused a fumble. Our effort off of that play was incredible. When you look at the effort of our guys chasing it down, was incredible. Our effort has not been a problem. Our players played hard, and they played to the last whistle, and we'll always do that. And that's we did do that. We did not play inspired football, but that play alone, we go down and we actually cause a fumble and get the ball back, but we get called for a face mask. So they go one play and score. When you give a team to where their back is against the wall, and they're coming in here playing against a confident SMU football team that has everything to play for, and you only run 4 offensive plays and score 21 points, you can play loose. That's what they did. They played loose. There was no pressure after 4 plays in the game. There was no pressure on those guys. They could play loose and play inspired and play confident because they definitely had the momentum on their side. We get the ball right back, travel down, we go down and score. You could sum up our entire day on one play, and it was a great executed play, a great plan that we had put together. We throw the back out of the backfield in a man coverage. We knew they were going to be in man coverage, and we literally go against everything that this program stands for and don't finish. We trot into the end zone like we've arrived. And so as I shared with our football team, that one play right there summed up the entire day because you were prepared for success. when you get success in your hands and it's right in front of you, you took advantage of it. And that's unacceptable. It's not tolerated, and I promise you it'll never happen again as long as I'm the head football coach here. So I was very disappointed in that, but that kind of set the tone for the day. Still, you score, it's 14-7, and you kick off to them, and you let them go untouched for a 100-yard kickoff return, which has been an issue for us all year long. And you've got a lot of different guys that are playing each week, offense, defensively, and they're having to play on special teams. We're down on some numbers. It's no excuse. We've got to get the job done, and we got guys in position and not making the play. So we gotta go back, and we got to continue to evaluate that. Again, it's inspired football. You got to play inspired. You got to want to be on special teams. You got to want to make a difference, and that's everything that this program is about. Is what we provide for these young men, and we got to coach better, we got to demand more, and we got to play inspired with an edge, something we have done each of the last 2 weeks leading up to that ball game. So now you're down 21-7, and they get another. They go down field goal or a one-play score, and so essentially they've run 6 plays and scored 28 points, whatever it may be, but. It's hard to do that. Still at 31-7. Okay, you've spotted them 21 points. Just get to halftime. 31-7 in this day and age in football is nothing. All right, you all you do is come out and make a stop and go score. It's 31-14 and the game is turning. Your momentum is now on your side, and for them to go down and score on a busted coverage 30 and to make it 38 was totally disappointing. So we never gave ourselves a chance, and I was very straight on after the game. I was politically correct after the game, and didn't feel like that was the time or place. I told them how much I was very disappointed in them. And disappointed in our play and in our preparation and the way our coaches disappointed in myself because I didn't have you ready, and our staff, we didn't have you ready, and that with everything in front of us to play for, we came out and played uninspired. But it's part of building a program. It's learning how to win, and so that's something. It's a learning experience that we do, that we have to go through. You have to grow in. Sunday's team meeting wasn't quite as politically correct. It was more direct and to the point, and totally unacceptable. And I'm not going to tolerate it. And it starts with me, and that's the way I look at it, and that's the way I've told them. We're all in this. It isn't them. It's all of us. And I know what quality football looks like because we've played it. I know what really good football looks like because we've played it. I know what come from behind football looks like because we've done it. And I know winning at a high level has done because we've done that as well. And so, but the one thing that we didn't bring with us, and it travels every week. You can put it in a suitcase. You can put it anywhere. Playing inspired travels. Playing with heart, that travels too. Playing with desire, you can travel that with you as well. Playing with guts, you got to bring that yourself. So those things travel, and we got to make sure we travel them with us this week and not leave them behind. And so with that being said, we got on the field Sunday night. Obviously it was very much a locked-in practice, as you would imagine. I'm a man of few words this week. But it's about how they respond. I want you to show me. I see better than I hear, and that's my message to them this week. Is we're gonna have to respond, and if we respond the right way, like we will, and like I know we will, then that's all I ask as a head football coach, because that was something that was uncharacteristic and something that has not been a part of this program this year. We're playing an East Carolina team that their back is against the wall. They got to win out. They got to win their next 3 to become bowl eligible. They're coming off a loss against Tulsa. And so their back is against the wall as well. They're going to be playing at their place. It's hard to win on the road. It's hard to win anywhere, but it's hard to win on the road. So we must like adversity because we really like to put ourselves in some adverse situations, and because we've got some adversity in front of us. But maybe that makes us respond a little bit better and a little bit more stern. So I'm excited about watching our guys respond the correct way. They got the best receiver in all of college football right now, Zay Jones. He's a guy from Texas. The guy's got 30 more catches than the second receiver in the country. He's got 127 catches for 1,300 yards. This guy catches the football about 18 to 22 times a game. They target him all over. They do a wonderful job. Coach Montgomery comes from a great program with Coach Cutcliffe out at Duke. And the knowledge of their passing game is known all over college football, and a great respect that you have for them. So they do a great job of targeting Zay, moving him all around, and we got our work cut out for us. Our secondary has their work cut out for them. Our D-line has their work cut out for them. Everybody's got their work cut out for them. Our trainers, our water girls, everybody's got their work cut out for them this week because there's a little edge right now, and that we have, if you can sense that. But this is a response opportunity for this football program. I think you'll find out a lot about our program and about this football team this week and how we respond. And it's not about the outcome; it's about the response. And they hear me talk about that all the time. So we got an offense that we're facing that throws the football all over the yard. Philip Nelson, their quarterback. I know that they pulled him right there at the end of the game against Tulsa to try to get a spark, but he's been sound for them all year long. James Summers is their running back. They return 5 starters, averaging 500 yards a game and about 28 points a game. From a defensive standpoint, these guys, they bring pressure. They're very multiple in what they do. They got 6 returning starters, and they're going to try to continue to put pressure on you. And try to force your quarterback into some bad throws, some impulse decisions. So, but again, we got great respect for our opponent. They're very well coached. Their back's against the wall. But this is about the SMU Mustangs this week, and I am 100% totally focused on our response factor and make sure that our response is greater than any event that occurred last Saturday. If it is, then great things will happen. If it isn't, then if you do the same things over and over and expect different results, that's the definition of insanity. So, with that being said, the great thing, as I shared with our players, is unlike a year ago when we lost to Memphis, we had to wait the whole year with that poor taste in our mouth. Here, you basically wait 6 days, and we got a chance to get back out on the field and redeem ourselves. And to get to where we want to be this season, this football team, this program will have a chance to come back into Ford Stadium and redeem themselves back in Ford Stadium here in a few weeks. So look at it that way and move forward. But I am overly excited about getting back out on the field today. I can't wait. And if we have to weight the ball down in the rain and keep it from floating off the field, as long as it's not lightning, we're practicing. And if we have to get life vests out, it doesn't matter. I can't wait to get out there and watch these guys respond because I know I've been around them. I'm around them more than anything. And I know they got an unconditional love for each other, and they're just as disappointed as anybody else, and they'll respond. I absolutely, as I've said it before, I said it on my radio show last night, absolutely, the bottom of my heart, love these guys and so much. And about who I am is because of the love that you have for your players. And this group of young men I love unconditionally. And Paul and I just the things that these guys have to go through and be a student athlete is remarkable. But they know that. just like our own kids, Chandler and McKenzie, I love them to death. There's days I don't like them, but I'll always love them. And Sunday and this past week, I didn't like too many things, but I always love them, and they know that. And because of that, they'll respond. And I can't wait to see them and hug their neck and get back out on the field. So with that, I know I said I was a man a few words, but I'm a little long-winded today. So I'll open up for questions. I think you can look at it that way. I mean, I'm excited. Whether it was home or away this week, it really didn't matter. I'm excited to get back out and get on the road, get away from everything, get in a hotel together. We'll change it the way we do some things on Friday nights this week, just because you're getting to that point in time in the season. So I think so. I like to think that way. But I know we're going into a hostile environment. I do know that. I think this is I've been in this environment before. Matter of fact, my very first college football game to be a coordinator at was in this environment, and at East Carolina. And they got a great fan base. Being in the Carolinas, I understand this is the fan base that surrounds this school is as good as any. And so we know that it'll be the environment that they'll present. It will be really, really intense, and it'll be good. Well, I thought Kamen ran harder. He's a freshman. He's learning, but I did. I thought there were some things that he did well running the ball. We hope, I think Braden got in 4 or 5 snaps. That's all he got. We anticipate and hope Braden will be back this week. So that's a plus right there. We'll see how that goes. He'll work out this week. We're hoping, but Kamen did well. Myron, Myron's a young man that's we had to move from receiver to running back, and he did some good things as well, but. That's just been a position that's kind of been we just don't have a lot of depth at. But still, that's no excuse. These guys will be back. I mean, Braden's having a really good year, and so we hope to get him back fully healthy. It was my decision to hold him last week, especially after about 6 or 7 plays. You kind of thought, well, if he's not 100%, we want to make sure we get him healthy. So, anyone else? Well, again, it's part of learning, and it's part of learning how to win. When you define mastery, and as I shared with our staff, mastery doesn't look like once you turn the corner and get things going in your favor. It doesn't look like an arrow that trends upward. Okay, there's nothing. After we started turning this thing around, it wasn't that we were never going to experience any step backs, and that's what we had. And I shared that with our players. We had a step back. We didn't have a setback in this program. We know what we're doing. We know the process. The process is proven. The process it will pay great dividends. So we know what we're doing. We know the process is a day-to-day, will be 1-0 today mentality. But what mastery is it's kind of like a line that trends upward, and then it dips a little bit, and it trends upward, and it dips a little bit more, and it trims upward and dips a little bit more. We just had a step back, and if we can learn from it, we'll continue to trend. We'll continue to trend upward, and that's what you ask for. That's how you build a program. That's how you teach young men how to win, and win in life is stay the course and stay the process. That there's going to be days that aren't going to go your way. And, and when that happens, do you learn from it? I say it all the time. I tell our guys all the time, there's days you drink wine and there are other days you mash grapes. We mashed grapes the other day. And that's just part of the process. But if you learn from it, you'll continue to build from it.
Do you rely on some of your seniors or older guys on the team to help with that? Or just
Yeah, you know, and that's really a great question. You do, but then you reflect on your seniors and you look at the number of overall wins that they've had since they've been here, and they're growing too. And so what you rely on is their preparation and their demands. If they see something within the team that's maybe eluded or maybe could have saw down the road and headed this off, that's what you really rely on your seniors for, is just, hey, look, this is your final 17 days. We want it to be a November to remember. Well, do you want to be remembered or do you want to be remembered forever? What is it? Okay, because one of the two is going to happen. And over 17 days, those things happen. So if we as seniors could have saw something that might have, maybe it was 2 weeks ago, maybe it was during the course of the win streak, of the 2-game wins that you had, and that come from behind, and the big win that you had that caused everybody to maybe lose an edge, maybe lose a focus. That's what you rely on your seniors for. And you really want your seniors to be the ones most inspired to say, hey, look, this is my final 17 days. I need your absolute best. So.
You said after the game you were politically correct,
Mm-hmm.
not so much the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Who are some of the players that have spoken up to the team over the last couple days?
You know, each one of our classes gets the chance to meet with coaches. So our freshmen meet with they'll meet with coaches. Our sophomores meet with the coaches, juniors, seniors, and then during that time they get a chance to speak. Our leadership committee has every opportunity to speak to the team whenever they want to call a team meeting, and I've talked with them and exactly what I thought, which is I think without a doubt the right thing. Their message was, Coach, the message is loud and clear right now. Let us monitor, but the message has been sent is loud and clear. And if there's an opportunity or if there's a time that someone needs to get up and say something, then obviously we'll do that at that time. But I think like they agree that the message is loud and clear. It's all about how we respond now. It's all about moving forward. Do we want to harp on it? The thing you don't want to do is you don't want to let Memphis beat you twice. So if we can learn from it, then let's move forward. But so, yeah.
Is one that you throw away the film, or if you did watch it, did you see anything?
Oh no, we watched it.
That you didn't see from the sideline?
No, really, what you saw on the sidelines was, I mean, it wasn't very good. And then when you watched it, it really wasn't very good either. So you watch it and you bring it to their attention, and then you let them see it. And then you ask them the questions of where did you see this going wrong? Did you see it? Was there something out there? And so, you know, everybody's got 20/20 vision looking from behind. So, so you'll see. You know, again, it's all about the response now. That's why I'm so excited about getting back out on the field today. I really am excited about finding out about this football team this week. I really do. I think this is a great growing opportunity for this program moving forward. Anybody else? Yeah, we do. We expect him back. It was a game time decision. He goes out, and he just couldn't do it. So we made the decision then that he didn't practice hardly any last week. He went through walkthrough a couple times, but we kind of had a feel for it. But we anticipate him hopefully being back this week, and we anticipate Daniel McCarty possibly being back this week. We hope we'll find out as the week progresses.